Valley Institute. He's pretty good. He just came out with a book. But he talked about, he went to monk school, and he was talking about his first day at monk school. He was watching a 10-year-old monk teaching these 5-year-old monks. It was their first day, their very first day of school. And he's like, what do you guys learn on the first day of monk school? What do you guys think it is? So the monk asked Jay back. He goes, well, what did you learn the first day of school? And he's like, well, like maybe how to count to 5, alphabet. They teach them how to breathe. It's the very first thing that they teach. It's like the best advice we ever got when we were little, when you were getting upset. I don't know if you had somebody tell you count to 10, take a breath. Literally the best advice we ever got. So we're going to use the breath to kind of move into some stuff today. So if we can breathe into the stuff that's tight and tense in the body, it can change everything, right? If we can breathe into those comforts, not just in the physical body, but what happens in life, right? The stress, the encounters that are unpleasant, if we can breathe, what the yogis believe is that when you take that deep breath, it gives you that moment of pause. And instead of flying off the handle and acting out of ego and striking back, we can connect to our heart and make a better response versus a reaction, right? So we're going to breathe today. We're going to move some stuff around. So with that, grab your tennis ball. And I want you to lay on your right hip just like this. It already looks so comfortable, right? And you're going to take your tennis ball, and I don't want you on bone, but I want you to come onto your right forearm and take your tennis ball just behind like your hip. So somewhere like where the glute starts. And then bend your left knee, plant it behind you, straighten your right leg. And just put some weight on the tennis ball. It hurts. So that's tension in the body, right? And what happens when you feel tension is your breath gets shallow. So listen to what's happening, right? It starts to get shallow, we get tense. Notice what happens in yoga poses when all of a sudden the yoga teacher's like, okay, now you're working something in the groin or the hips, but they're like soften your shoulders, and you realize, oh, I was hiking my shoulders up to my ears, right? So breathe into that. And this is really getting into some of the connective tissue. And what happens is sometimes this gets dehydrated, and by compressing like this, we can hydrate the area. You got it. If it feels good and you want more, guys, pulse your bottom leg up and down just like this. Oof, just a little bit more oomph. Not bad, right? Very bad. You made me roll off my ball. Okay. Okay, lower your right leg down. Take a couple more breaths. Close your eyes. Soften the shoulders. They get a little bit better. A little bit. Okay, so that's one spot. We're going to do one more. And then I want you to roll either maybe a little bit back or a little bit up. Find another spot where you're like, it's not bone, but there's something tense there. You guys know I love to use the tennis ball. Put some weight on the tennis ball. Oof. If there's tension in the body, there's something stuck, right? So what do we need to release here? We usually have a lot of tension in the glutes and hips. A lot of tightness here. And if we're tight, we're not flowing. We're not as connected as we could be. And that's our goal today. So if it feels okay, pulse the bottom leg. Woo-hoo. Even if it doesn't feel okay, pulse the bottom leg. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the right leg. Close your eyes. Couple breaths. So if you're at home and you don't have a tennis ball, you could just hang in on this part. We won't be here much longer. For everybody, we won't be here much longer. This too shall pass. Okay, one more breath. Okay, come on up. Let's switch sides. So this is the area that we're going into today. Glutes, hips, inner groin, inner thighs. The doors are locked. You cannot leave now. And then again, be behind the bone. So make sure you're not on bone. Left leg extends, right leg steps behind. Plant the right foot flat. Oh, woof, woof. Is it tighter or less tight on this side? It's the same. But now you know what to expect. So it's strangely different, right? A little bit more. If you get bruises after yoga, that's a real good class. You pulse the leg up and down. Whew. Think about what we're doing, or all this movement we're going to get in this region of the body, getting some stuff that's stuck. I always think of this as like sludge when it gets stuck in tight like this. Yeah, lower it down, lower the left leg down, close your eyes, breathe. Notice the deep breath, how that changes already the connection that you have with what you're doing. And then find another spot, maybe a little bit back, maybe a little bit up. Oh, there's one. Okay. Put some weight on it. You guys have tennis balls at home? A lot you could do with the tennis ball. If it feels okay, and even if it doesn't feel okay, pulse the leg up and down. Just kidding. Whew. Yeah. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower left leg down, press into the left forearm, lift the chest, close your eyes. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Stay with it for another few. And that's it. Come off the tennis ball and then come into a seated position, face the front of the room. Put your tennis ball off to the side. I'll come grab those so they're out of the way. And then maybe grab something to sit on. We're just going to talk for just a minute. Okay. So yoga teaches you anything. Let it be to breathe, right? Breathe in those moments of discomfort. Breathe in those moments of opposition. Breathe in those moments where something's coming at you that's unpleasant. Breathe into those moments where somebody kind of comes at you with something that doesn't feel so good. And when we get that step back, when we take that change we allow ourselves to have a change in perspective, we respond better, right? So sitting tall, eyes closed. And I found this to share with you today. The internal is stronger than the external. How I react to my circumstances is more important than my circumstances themselves. Every obstacle, when I change my perspective, becomes an opportunity for growth. When I fight against reality, the world fights back. When I create harmony within myself, the world sings along. So if you want to take a moment, maybe set an intention for your practice. Maybe to slow down, take those moments to pause, to breathe, to release the stuff that gets us stuck in our old ways of thinking and reacting, and allow in new ways of seeing things and responding. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take a big inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, surrender head to heart. Physically, energetically, tuck the chin, bring the forehead in the direction of the fingertips. Take a moment to be here and pause. Lift your chin, open up your eyes. Good. All right, guys. And then lower your hands. And then we're going to go back into the hips before we really get things, we're not even going to come up for a while. We're going to be in the hips for a little bit. So what I want you to come into this shape. So come out of your seated position into your cross-legged position into this position. So you're going to bend your right knee, bring your right heel in towards the body, and then bend the left knee, bring your left heel in towards your left glute. So I'm not even quite sure what to call this. This is a condensed deer pose. Okay, we're going to rock into the hip. So we've done this one before. Take your right hand to your hip, left hand to your hip, right hand along the right side of your body, and then I want you to kind of rock your left shoulder in the direction of your right knee. Notice how the left glute is rolling up. The left pelvis is rolling over the left thigh. So what I'm hoping that you feel is this thigh is rooted. The thigh is a little bit more rooted and the hip is just kind of rolling over the thigh. the thigh internally rotates just a little bit, and the pelvis has this movement, right? We're gonna, again, just wake up some stuff, get some movement into this area of the body. And then put a little bit more weight onto the outer right thigh and shin, and lift your left glute up a little bit higher. So rock up, get a little bit more playful with it. Good. See what's in there. Let's do about 2 more. And then nice and slower. Now we're going into deer pose. So now I want some strict 90-degree angles. So line up, I like to use the edge of the mat. So line up right knee, right thigh, right hip with the right edge of your mat. And then get your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. And then the left leg comes out to the same. So hip, thigh, knee in one line. And then shin is parallel to the edge of the mat. Okay. Take your left fingertips in front of you. Take your right fingertips out to the right of you. And then we're doing the internal rotation again. So you're going to lift up your left foot, flex the toes, internally rotate the thigh, and then lower back down. And then do it again. And then lower it back down. And then just keep going. So you're rolling the inner thigh down towards the floor. The outer edge of the foot comes up, and you feel something happening right around here. And we're usually lacking in internal rotation. It just is. We don't do this movement a lot, right? Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get ready for fun. 2. Bring it up and hold. Woo, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. Ground the left thigh. Take your left hand to your outer right knee and take your right arm a little bit to the right and behind you. Long spine. Inhale. Lift through the crown of the head. Ground the left thigh and internally rotate the thigh. Exhale, take a little twist to the right. So think left thigh grounds down, left pelvis rolls over the thigh, rotate the ribs. Breathe, inhale. Slow exhale. Nice, one more breath, big inhale. One more slow exhale. Take your torso back to center, and then I want you to start walking your fingertips forward. Bring your chest towards your right shin. And then either keep the hands straight or bring the forearms down. And then we're going to feel the outer hip and glute right here again. No part of your hip will be left untouched today. And we're going to get into it. Chest forward, close your eyes. And then if it feels tight, if it's tense, guys, what do you need to do? Breathe. Breathe slow, breathe steady, breathe full, breathe deep. Let the pose in. Nice. Okay, walk the hands back. And then we're going back into this position. Pull the right heel into the body a little. Pull the left heel into the body a little. And then you want to make sure you're on your mat. So if you're kind of off-roading it a little bit, maybe coming into center, just because it's not going to feel good to press into the earth. And then we're going to do the groiners. So it's not a great name, but that's what they call it. You're going to come up onto the knees and shins. And then you're going to go back down. And you're going to come up onto the knees and shins. Hips forward, squeeze the butt, and then come back down. And then do about 3 more, and then we're going to change it a little bit. Right now, we're just realizing that we have the movement. And then we're going to make it a little bit more interesting. We're going to go slow with it. So now take a full inhale to come up. Take a full exhale, slow exhale to lower down. Go as slow as you can. Yeah. Slow inhale to come up. Like slow motion movie. Full slow exhale to lower down. And you'll probably start to feel a little bit right around now. Full slow inhale to come up. Keep going. Full slow exhale to lower down. What's that, 3? We got a lot more to go. Slow inhale to come all the way up. Slower exhale to lower down. Inhale, nice and slow, bring it up. You guys feeling anything? Nice and slow, exhale, lower down. Simple movements, right? Just when you slow it down, what happens? Inhale, bring it up. Slow exhale, lower down. We got only 1 more to go. Okay, ready? Nice and slow. Inhale, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we come down slow, 5, 4, but it's a yoga 5. So here we are, about 3, 2.5. Pause right here on 2, and then lower down. Okay. All right, switch legs. Left leg in, right. Kind of just bend the knee, bring the heel into the body, and then right leg out to the right, bring the heel in towards the butt. Start with your right hand on your hip, left fingertips out to the left, and then we're gonna start just rocking into the hip socket here. So right glute comes up as the right shoulder is going in the direction of the left knee. Yep. Waking up the right hip. Just kind of notice how you can press off of the shins. The right thigh is grounding in the direction of the ground. The muscle is rolling inward towards the floor. And then get a little bit higher. Yeah, okay. Get the sludge out. Let's do 2 more. And then 1 more. Okay, deer pose, 90 degrees, strict angles, guys. So knee, thigh, and left hip in line with the left edge of the mat. Left shin parallel to the front edge of the mat, and then the right knee comes out, makes a 90-degree angle as well. Okay. And now here we go. Here's the fun part. Right fingertips on the inside of the left heel. Choking. Swallowed a fly. Okay, left fingertips out to the left. And then here we go. Lift up your right foot. Internally rotate the thigh, and then lower down. And then bring it back up. And then lower down. And then bring it back up. And then lower down. And then just notice as you're doing this, did you have more range of motion on this side or the other side? Other side for you? This side's tighter for me. Yeah, keep it going. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and hold. Flex the toes. Internally rotate the right thigh. Lift the chest. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. Okay. Walk your left fingertips out to the left. Take your right hand to your outer left thigh. Still keeping this foot flexed, this right inner thigh rolling down, the right thigh grounding diagonally down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, take your twist. Push the right thigh down. Feel the right glute roll over. Rotate the ribs more. Beautiful. Yeah. Breathe. Beautiful. Come back to center. Keep both feet flexed. Bring the fingertips to the floor in front of your left shin. Pull the chest closer to the left shin. Maybe the forearms come down to the mat. Feel that in your left glute, left hip? A little bit. Stay with it. Now breathe. Can you close your eyes? Can you soften the face a little? Relax the shoulders. Good. Press into the palms of the hands, straighten the arms, and then pull the left heel back in towards you. Pull the right heel back in towards the glutes. And then here we go. Ready? Inhale, come up onto the shins and knees. And then exhale, come back down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. So not so slow yet. We're just kind of getting the movement. Even if you use the hands and just come up a little. And we're just going to, yes. And then keep it going. Let's do like 2 more like this. It's hard to go slow, right? This is easy, this part. Here we go. Now we move with breath and we take full breaths. So inhale, bring it up. Exhale, go down. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. And you keep going. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down slow. Deepen the breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down nice and steady, nice and slow. couple more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. And let's make it just a little bit slower. So here we go. Inhale, come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top and then real slow. Here we go. Ready? Going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do one more. Inhale, bring it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it down. Yogi count. 5, 4, 3. Hover over the floor on 2, and then 1. All right, all right. Straighten out the legs, shake them out. And then just cross the legs, roll over the knees, come through a tabletop position. So come onto hands and knees. Walk the hands up a couple inches, take an inhale, spread the fingers wide, exhale into your first downward facing dog. And as you lift your hips up nice and high, just kind of check in with the back body a little bit. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Bend the left knee, straighten the right. Do that a couple more times. Beautiful. All right, stillness. Find stillness in your dog. Straighten the legs, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, either lower the knees first or lower down one straight, strong line. Lift and lengthen out the legs. Let's take our first baby cobra. Start with your fingertips in line with the tops of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Take an inhale first. Stay here. Exhale, I want you to press into the palms and lift the back of the head and the back of the heart up about 6 inches from the floor. Good. Point the elbows straight back. Inhale, come up 1 more inch. Exhale and lower down. Now slide your palms back about 2 inches so the palms are a little bit closer to the bottom of the ribs. Turn your toes in and let your heels drop out. Beautiful. Okay, stay down on the inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, press into the palms, curl through the upper spine, into the mid spine, start to rise. Come up maybe halfway. Engage the glutes a little bit more. Spin the biceps forward, stay for the exhale. And then one more big inhale, expand. Exhale and lower down. Good, curl the toes, press through the heels, lift the knees, firm the thighs. Inhale, press up into plank. So you're welcome to press the knees and then push yourself up into plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Come all the way up to the very tippy tops of your toes. Stay on the tippy tops of the toes. Keep the hips up nice and high and go all the way up to the top of your mat. Then as you arrive at the top of the mat, grab your 2 blocks, stand them up tall, and put your hands on the blocks. Good. So with hands on blocks, shoulders over wrists, hips over heels, straight legs, there's your hamstrings. Lift your kneecaps, contract your quads. Then try to isometrically pull the heels apart. Feel the inner thighs spinning towards the back wall. Pull the chest through the arms just a little. Belly in, big inhale. Exhale, lead with the heart. Keep the hands on the blocks, bend the elbows, and pull deeper. The legs stay straight. Press your hands onto the blocks. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold back down. Little bend into the knees, root the feet. Inhale, root to rise. Reach the arms out and then up. Exhale, palms touch overhead. Hands come to prayer right in front of the heart. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, bend the knees, butt goes back, chair pose. So super important, I want to make sure that it's not knees and quads taking the load. The butt goes back, the weight is heavy in the heels. Press the thighs out a little bit if you need to line your toes up with your second, or your knees up with your second and third toe. Yeah, hands to prayer. Perfect. We're going to really emphasize getting the glutes warm. So I want you to get 2/3 of the weight into the heels, lift and spread the toes. Corset your core to support your lower back. Lower the hips 1 more inch and breathe. 5, 4, look forward. 3, 2, straighten the legs. Inhale, rise. Arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Okay, now we're going into it again. We're going to add a little bit more. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, butt back, sink the hips. Okay, now super, super strong. I want a lot of emphasis into the right heel, pick up the left heel. If you feel the knee, butt back more. So really butt goes back. And then you're going to take your left heel out in front of you. Take your left toes out to the left. Take your left toes, tap them back. Keep the weight heavy on the right heel. Do it again. Left heel forward, left toes to the side, left toes back. Weight heavy on the right heel. One more. Left heel forward, left toes out to the side, left toes back. Now here we go. Ready? Ground into the right heel. One-legged Tadasana. Bring the left leg up. Feel the glutes. Big inhale. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Same leg. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Butt back, weight heavy in the right heel, pick up the left heel. Left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left toes go back. Again, left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left toes go back. One more. Left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left toes go back. Pause. Ground the right heel. One-legged Tadasana. Use your glute. Left leg up. Big inhale. Exhale, lower left foot down. Same leg one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, bend the knees, sink the hips. Anybody feeling their knees? Butt back more. Ground the heel, okay? Everything in the heel. 2/3 of the weight in the heel. Come onto the left toes. Left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left leg goes back. Again, left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left heel goes back. We got one more. Left heel comes forward. Left toes go side. Left toes go back. Here it is. Ground the right heel. Come up. One-legged Tadasana. Take the arms out in front of you. A big inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. If you want, take right hand to left knee. Press right thigh back. Lift through the crown of the head. One more breath. Big inhale. Breathe into your left ribs. And then exhale, torso forward, hands to prayer. Lower the left foot down. Good news, we got another side. Okay, ready? It just got warmer. Yes, it did. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, bend the knees, sink the hips. Okay, make sure the toes point straight forward. Left heel, grounds. Lift your left toes. Left heel, center of it. Get it down on the ground and pick up your right heel. Butt back. There it is. Ready? Relax the left toes first. And then right heel comes forward. Right toes to side. Right toes go back. Again, right heel forward. Toes to the side. Toes go back. Again, right heel forward. Toes to the side. Toes to the back. Round the left heel. One-legged Tadasana. Squeeze the glutes. Big inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, hands to prayer. Butt back. Any better, Nina? Okay, good. Okay, ground into the left heel ferociously. Pick up your right heel. Okay, ready? Right toes forward. Right toes to the side. Right toes go back. Right toes go forward. To the side. Take it back. One more. Toes go forward. To the side. They go back. Ground the left heel. From the heel, press up. Squeeze the glutes. Flex the right toes. Press the left thigh back. Long spine. Big inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Last one. You'll never see this one again, at least for a little while. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, bend the knees, sink the hips. Getting all that blood flowing into the lower body. Butt back, weight heavy in the heels. Lift up the right heel. Tap the toes forward. To the side. Take it back. To the front. To the side. Take it back. This could be a dance. To the front. To the side. To the back. Pause. Ground the left heel. One-legged Tadasana. Squeeze the glute. Press the left thigh back. Flex the right toes. Long spine. Arms forward. Big inhale. Exhale. Open arm twist to the right. Maybe left hand to right knee. Breathe into your right rib, twist deeper if it's there. Nice. Good. Bring the hands back to prayer. Lower the right foot down and let all that go. All right, now we're ready. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and folds. Grab your 2 blocks, put those blocks tall underneath your hands. Okay, so blocks under hands, shoulders over wrists, hips over heels. Remember we talked about getting the hips today, right? Remember you asked for that on that email you sent me? Okay, right foot stays down, left leg goes out to the side just like this. And then lower it down. Let it hover, bring it back up, and then lower it down. Bring it back up, lower it down. Keep going. Here's 4, 5, slow breaths. Count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the left foot come to a hover and then send the left leg straight back and up. So this is called supported warrior 3. Keep your hands on blocks. I'm going to walk mine up a couple inches and then flex the left toes, turn the left inner thigh up, crown of the head lengthens forward. Stay for an inhale. Finish with the exhale. And then nice and slow, bend the right knee, send your left leg way back, find a runner's lunge. Frame the right foot. Right knee stacks over right heel, so slide the left foot back a little more if you need to. Come onto your fingertips, find some length in your spine, find your breath, big inhale. Exhale, left hand plants, right arm goes high to the sky. Oh, yeah, spider. Oh, see, I told you there's a fly in here. Okay, lower the right hand down to the inside of the right foot, and then take a quarter turn to the left. All 10 toes face the left wall. Okay, press the knees back, lift the hips up nice and high. If you need blocks, put blocks under your hands. So I want straight legs. We're not getting the hamstrings if there's a bend in the knees. So press the thighs back, lift the kneecaps up, contract the quads. Good. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, find a long spine. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart, fold deeper. Let the head hang. Maybe shake the head no, or yes, combination of both. And then let everything go. This is how we change perspective. Sometimes we gotta just go upside down, right? Okay, come back up onto your fingertips, take an inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the left, turn your left toes out to 45 degrees. So transverse lunge to the best of your ability. For some of you, that's just starting to bend into the left knee. Some of you are gonna bend deeper. Make sure knees and toes go same direction, and you spin onto the right heel. You can use your left elbow to keep the knee in line with the toes, plant the fingers, right arm can reach out to the right and up. Feel the stretch in the inner groin. You got it. Big inhale. Exhale, lower right hand down. Spider crawl to the top of your mat, frame your right foot again. As you frame all 10 toes face forward, frame your right foot, right knee stacks over heel. Warrior 1 feet, take your left foot 2 inches to the left, maybe 2 inches up, ground the whole foot flat to the floor with your toes at a 35-degree angle. Okay, ground the outer left heel, lift the arch. Reach your right arm to the back wall. Reach your left arm to the back wall. Let your belly hover just over your right thigh. Lift the head of the arm bones up, and then get longer from your left heel out through the crown of your head. Feel the stretch in your calf. Stay for another breath. Breathe into it. Okay, make sure both feet are flat, and then inhale, sweep the arms out, and then up. Exhale, I want you to engage your left inner thigh, so adductors draw in and lift up through the fingertips from that place. Take your left rib cage slightly forward. Tiny deeper bend into the front knee. Arms come out wide, palms forward like airplane wings. Left elbow underneath the right, so see if you could take eagle arms. So wrap at elbow, see if you can also wrap at wrist. Everyone's got it, big inhale. Exhale, roll down into humble warrior 1 with eagle arms. So bring the forearms towards the floor on the inside of the right knee or shin. Bring the chin closer to the chest. Can you close your eyes? Find balance, breathe. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Release the hands to frame the right foot. Spin the left toes forward. Step forward, forward fold. Okay. Inhale, rise. Reach the arms out and then up. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Bring the hands back down to your blocks. So hands on blocks. Hips over heels. Shoulders primarily over the wrists. Left foot stays down, ready, right leg out to the right. Flex the toes and then lower it to a hover. Right leg out to the right, flex the toes, lower it to a hover. Keep it going. There's 3, 4, 5, counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to a hover and then sweep your right leg straight back and up behind you. Supported warrior 3. Maybe walk the blocks up an inch. Flex the right toes. And as the right heel drives back, the crown of the head lengthens forward. So turn the toes down and the inner thigh up. So the hips come down. Bring the hip down. Yeah. Pull the chest through the arms. Pull the toes forward. Drive the heel back. Stay with it, guys. Feel the hamstrings. Feel the core. Stay for an inhale. Finish the exhale. And then big bend into the left knee. Step your right foot way back. Kind of runner's lunge. Hands come to the floor to frame your left foot. Position yourself so the knee's over the heel. And then slide your right foot back as many inches as you need to get a little bit more length. And then slide back more. Slide back more. Now bring the heel forward. Oh, turn the toes forward. Yeah. Yep. Stay with it, guys. Big inhale, long spine. Exhale, right hand down, left arm goes high. Is he still bothering you? Reach higher, big inhale. Exhale, lower left hand on the mat on the inside of your left foot. Take a quarter turn to the right. All 10 toes face the right wall. Take your left hand underneath where you think your nose is, and then walk it up about 3-4 inches. Maybe one more. Not the feet though. Right hand to the right hip. Now if you push down into the left hand, maybe you've got to come onto fingertips. Lift the kneecaps, contract the quads, the legs are strong. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, turn the belly, turn the heart to the right. Right arm goes up. Push down into the left hand or reach up through the right now. Turn the toes slightly in. Press the thighs back, lift the hips higher. Walk the left hand forward 2 more inches now, just to get a little bit more length. 1 more inch, and then twist again. Look at that. Do you feel the difference? Okay, big inhale. Exhale, lower right hand, now pause. Left hand, left hip. Press the thighs back. Strong legs, guys. Lift the kneecaps. Walk your right hand up another inch. Another 1/2 inch. Press the thighs back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, turn belly, turn heart to the left. Left arm goes up. Keep lifting the kneecaps. Keep the legs strong. The pelvis will shift a little, and that's okay. Allow it to, but don't make it happen. Rotate the ribs any amount more. Big inhale. Exhale, lower left hand down. Begin to walk your hands over to your right foot. Turn the right toes out 45 degrees. Begin to bend the knee as much as you're ready to. Transverse lunge. Spinning onto the left heel, left toes flex up to the side. Yeah. Good. Maybe use your right elbow to press your right knee out a little bit so it's more in line with the toes. Stretching the groin. There's a lot of lymph nodes in here that get sometimes congested, sludgy. It's our word of the week. Breathe into that. Nice. One more breath. Good. Lower left hand down. Spider crawl to the top of the mat. Runner's lunge. And as you frame your left foot, set up for warrior 1. Walk your right foot to the right in 2 inches, up 2 inches. Turn the toes out to a 35-degree angle. Make sure the foot is flat to the floor. Reach your left arm to the back wall. Reach your right arm to the back wall. Make sure the left knee is bent, knee over heel, head of the arm bones lift. Feel the back body. Breathe into your right calf. Notice if you lifted your chin, keep the back of the neck long. Head of the arm bones up. Press the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. Exhale, engage your right inner thigh. Lift up from there and then reach up through the fingertips more. Slightly deepen the bend in the front knee. Take the arms out wide like the letter T. Then take right elbow underneath left. Best eagle arms that you can get. So maybe you're wrapping here, here, whatever you got. Okay. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale, roll on down. Bring the forearms towards the floor on the inside of the left knee. Bring the chin towards the chest. Bring the forehead towards the forearms. Close your eyes. Breathe. Steady the breath. Good. Release the hands to frame your left foot. Spin your right toes forward. And then step back into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose. So maybe lengthen out the stance now if you need to. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg into the air. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. So we're going back into warrior one. So take your left foot 2 inches to the left, maybe 2 inches up. Ground both feet to make sure the toes are on an angle. Anchor the left heel. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. Engage your left inner groin so you're not dumping into your low back. So lift from the adductors, the inner thigh, and reach up through the fingertips. And then take the arms out wide. Take your eagle wrap. All right. Hug the forearms in towards each other. Spin your left toes forward. Put a big bend into both knees. And then when ready, left leg comes up to wrap around the right thigh. So taking and moving towards full eagle. So option 2, sometimes it's nice. You can take your left toes on a block just like this. Where's the weight? Weight should be on the right heel. That's going to protect the knee. So remember that chair pose. Hug in with the inner thighs, flush the lymph nodes in the inner groin. Let back sink the hips. Nice job, guys. Stay one more breath. Can you come up one-legged Tadasana? Straighten the right leg, sweep the arms out, and then up. Exhale, hands to prayer, flying pigeon this time. So as you cross your left ankle over your right thigh, butt goes back, chest comes forward. Flex the left toes. See if you can reach and extend the arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Send the butt back more, weight heavy in the right heel. Touch the mirror, who cares? Okay, ready? Hands back to prayer, guys. Inhale, rise. One-legged Tadasana. Exhale, release. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. It's humid today, huh? Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. I said, is it hot in here when we started? Everyone's like, no, it feels good. All right, plant the hands, step or jump back into plank. I think it's all this work you're doing. The hips will get you, right? Inhale the breath. Exhale, hips up, high downward dog. Again, inhale into plank. Exhale, hips up, high downward dog. Good, one more time. Inhale into plank. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Take your right foot 2 inches to the right, 2 inches up. Turn the toes to 35 degrees. So that's kind of like the same angle as the front corner of the mat. Pause here. Good. Reach the arms to the back wall. Head of the arm bones lift. And then here we go, guys. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. From the right inner groin, engage and lift. Feel this connection. So right through here, contract and reach up through the fingertips. It's going to keep the low back from compressing down, okay? Leap the hips, take your right rib slightly forward. Beautiful. Eyes forward. Calm the breath. Open up the arms nice and wide. Eagle wrap, right elbow underneath the left. Best rep that you got so far. Spin the right toes forward, big bend into both knees, weight heavy in the left heel, right leg comes up and wraps over the left. Squeeze the legs together. Yeah, ever use a block? You got it. Okay, butt back, weight heavy in the heel, protect the knee. Hug into the midline, guys. Hug in strong. Butt back. Okay, we're slowly going to transition. So when ready, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, feel the glute. Exhale, hands to prayer, flying pigeon, stretch the glute. Work it, then stretch it. Butt back. Weight heavy in the left heel. Notice the transition off the knee more into the glutes. Maybe the arms reach forward. Allow the invitation of the arms to go forward to invite the butt back more. Yeah, any amount, just see. You can hold your hands. Okay, hands to prayer. Straighten the left leg, one-legged Tadasana. Lower the right foot down. Shake up. Feel your butt. Inhale, sweep the arms out and then up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Plant the hands, step or jump back into a plank, depending on where you are with this part of your practice. And as you come into plank pose, guys, give me an inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Inhale, rock forward just a little. Exhale, either knees down first or take your time as you lower to the floor. Okay, intimidation cobra. So let's undo some of that folding that we've done. So come on to fingertips and take the fingertips out wide. Lift and I like to lift and lengthen the legs and then take the feet even wider, toes in, heels out. So the legs are not part of the pose. Tip of the pelvis is the anchor. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale the breath. Ground the fingertips. Exhale, begin to curl through the upper. Then mid-spine, squeeze your glutes. Elbows point back, biceps spin forward. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, lower down. One more like that. Inhale the breath, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, ground the fingertips, contract the glutes, begin to rise. Can you get longer from the bottom of your pelvis to your navel? So think that space between the navel and the pelvis presses forward. Inhale, let the ribs expand. Exhale, lower down. Flatten the palms, press up onto hands and knees. So going back to some familiar territory. Bring your leg out in front of you. And come back into this fond memory that you have started today. Okay. Okay. All right, let's just do a couple little hip rocks real quick because we're about to go back into this region. Let's do about 3, 2, and then 1, and then we're going to shift into deer. So find your 90-degree angles. Okay. If the right knee is not grounded, this might be where you want to grab your blanket. See how there's a little bit of space between my knee right now and the floor? So what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to put this here so I have something to press into. And you're going to understand why in a moment. Okay? Don't look so suspicious. All right, ready? Hands to prayer. I want you to roll onto your right glute as much as you need to bring the whole left foot up off the floor. Then slowly bring the left leg out in front of you. Start to take the left glute towards the floor, lift the chest. Okay, turn the toes out just a little. Toes back up. Come back nice and slow into the hover of the leg right here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. Bring the left leg in. Turn the toes, lift the chest. And then here we go again. Press the right knee down. Send the left leg back to a hover. This time extend it straight back and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend it back in. And then lower it down. You handled that really well. Okay. Okay, now if you need to, we're going right into pigeon. So I like to bring my heel in a little bit. Send the left leg back. Come on to forearms. And then work on lining up the hips so they're even. So that the right glute does not have to be flat to the floor. Eventually it will. But if you feel pressure in the knee, that's where I want either the blanket or the block just to kind of slide. See how I've got space between the floor? I'm going to put a blanket between my glute and the floor just like this. So it gives my joints a little bit more support. And then straighten the left leg all the way back. So this goes straight back. Yeah, now curl the left toes under. Bring the left knee up, turn your left inner thigh up a little. Woof. Then lower the left knee down. Flatten the left foot. Bring your right knee over a little to the right. So bring this way. Yes. You feel that more? Yeah. And then if you want, you can stack your hands, bring your forehead to your hands. Sometimes it's nice to have a block or the bolster and bring your forehead to the block or bolster. Good. And the left hip come forward a little bit more. Jason, I want to fix you. And this way, a lot. So these toes flat. Turn the thigh in. Bring this hip way forward. Way forward. Oh, yes. You okay with that? Okay. All right, let's stay for about 2 more breaths. Fix you a little bit. Let's see if you can take your pigeon more like this. Even if you're up on your elbows, get the left leg straight back and behind you. And straighten your arms for a moment. Yeah. So that's bring the heel into the body. A lot. Yep. And then roll onto the front of your left thigh. Okay. All right, we're going to do the other side. Okay, press into the palms of the hands, guys. And then slide your left knee forward and your right knee back. Come through tabletop. And then we get to do the other side. Okay. So get your props ready. So if you want to take a blanket with you to the other side, we're going to start with a couple of the hip rocks. So bring the left heel in and the right heel in, a little bit closer than your pose. And just rock right hip over to left knee. Just do a few of these. And notice if your pigeon feels different after all of this. Sometimes it just gives you a different kind of experience in it. Okay, ready? Take the 90-degree angles, find your deer pose. If the knee's hovering off the floor, support it. So you have something to push down into, okay? All right, ready? Hands to prayer. Roll as much as you need to onto the left glute to hover the right leg. Woof, feel the hip right there, right? And then here we go, right leg comes out in front of you. Roll onto the right glute just a little, turn the toes out. Toes come up, the leg comes back. Hover here, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it back forward. Like the floor is lava. Anybody have kids that play that game? Don't touch the floor. And then turn the toes out. Toes come up. Bring it back again, pressing the left thigh down. Send the right leg out to the right. Knock over some blocks. Hold here. Extend the right leg back a couple inches. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it back into the bend. And then come back down. That's it. And then we get to go into pigeon. So start by bringing the left heel in. Some of you might need to roll all the way onto the knees and shins, and then send the right leg straight back. Yep. Double check. The left knee must be wider than the hip for us to really access these external rotators of the hip. Perfect. Okay, and as the right leg walks back, curl the toes under. Lift the knee. Turn the inner thigh up a little. Oof. Then lower the knee. Flatten the toes. Come to the elbows and forearms. Bring your forehead down to whatever you got. So if you feel like you're straining your neck to get to the floor, put a block underneath you. So come to hands and knees real quick. I want to fix you up just a little. You're going to like it better once you like this pose. So See if you can come up to here. Yeah. Okay, take the knee wider. Literally just kind of scoot the knee out. Yeah, and then right hand's going to slide the heel forward just any amount. So I want your heel kind of in front of the hip. You getting a cramp? Those come. Okay, yeah. So bring the knee even more to the left edge of the mat. Yeah, maybe one more inch. Okay, now if you can, use your right hand to scoot the heel forward any amount. That's okay. Let's stay with that. Okay, walk your right leg straight back. Okay, let's see what you got. Now, my goal is for you to get this foot to come forward even more. So if you're here, any amount. Cramping still. That's okay. So come back to hands and knees. Why don't we do this guide today for you? So let me see you actually do this, then lay on your back, cross your left ankle over your right. This is a great variation, especially if the knees get cranky. Yep, and then right leg up to 90. Flex the toes. Let's put this under your head. There you go. Ah, yeah. Okay, bring your right foot to the floor. Flex your left toes and press your left thigh towards the wall. That's it. Feel that? Okay, that's your work. You're welcome. Soften the shoulders, deepen the breath. Beautiful. Slowly, guys, press into the palms of your hands, straighten out the arms. And then slide your left knee halfway back, your right knee halfway forward. Come through tabletop. And then I want you to grab, I'm going to put mirror in this one. You're going to grab your blocks, and you're going to grab your bolster, and you're going to grab your blanket. We're going to get you all set up, Mama. Okay, one block's going to go flat. One block goes on its side. They're horizontal. Can you guys all see that? The bolster goes on a diagonal, but the blocks have to be more to the back, less than half. So back a little bit more than a third. Otherwise, watch, if I have the blocks too far up, it's gonna be a weird angle. So I want the bottom of the bolster to touch the ground and the blocks in that shape towards the top of the bolster. Then fold your blanket in half and put it right at the top of the bolster. You know where this is going. Your butt goes to the floor right in front of the bolster, and you're gonna lay back, and just your head should be supported by the blanket. Send the legs out long. Some of you might feel good if you bend the knees and bring the feet together, open up the knees wide. Some of you might want the legs extended. You want that? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to support you. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, take the arms along the side of the body, close your eyes. Palms are up. And what's our whole mantra today, right? It's about breathing, taking those slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, letting it change everything, how we respond, what we choose to hold on to, our ability to decide what to let go of. So nice and slow, big inhale through the nose. Soft sigh out the mouth. Big inhale through the nose. Soft sigh out. Best advice you have ever received. When you start to feel the frenzy, the emotions bubbling up and ready to boil over, take 10 deep breaths. Take a few deep breaths, however many deep breaths you can. Clear it. Come back to your center. Release the stuff that starts to block you, those habitual patterns that we start to go into. All of the wounds reopen, right? So somebody's words that may mean something completely different from how we interpret them sometimes can start a fight because it touches us somewhere that we haven't healed just yet. So what if we could get some perspective? What if instead of reacting, we decide to respond from our hearts? The internal is stronger than the external. How I react to my circumstances is more important than the circumstances themselves. Every obstacle, when I change my perspective, becomes an opportunity for growth. When I fight against reality, the world fights back. When I create harmony within myself, the world sings along. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana today, guys. Leave all your props behind right where it is. And for now, just leave everything else behind and move into your breath. See if you can move in.